Great night. How are you guys doing? All right, so I wanted to hop on real quick before I went. I know. I'm sorry. I've been so busy. I wanted to hop on real quick and answer any questions. I have the LLC challenge coming up on the 15th and 16th of August. So for the LLC challenge, it's a it's a 2-day event, and you'll be able to incorporate within 48 hours, those 48 hours. So it's a 2-day event, and it's 1 hour instruction each day. General admission is $99, and the VIP is $297. So basically I give you guys instructions, and then you guys execute, and you should, if you follow the instructions, you should be able to incorporate within those two days. And the reason for doing the challenge is because there's so much money that you can get when you use your business. When obviously you have to have, if you want to get business credit and you want to use it without or PGing for the business credit, you have to have A1 credit. So at least a 720, no negatives on your credit report, and then you're able to start PGing for the credit cards or the loans. And you will do that at the very beginning. And then if I go over how to build business credit. So once you build the business credit, then you're able to stop using the first cards or loans that you got that you PG'd, and then you stop using those cards, and then now you're not personally responsible for that debt, and you'll just start using the business to apply for loans and credit cards. BB, it's on August 16th and the 7th. Hold on. Is it 15th and the 16th? I don't even have my other phone here. If you text, text Elevate to 404-458-0893. And it's the August 15 and 16. And I changed the times this month. It's VIP starts at 6 and general admission starts at 7. So the whole idea behind that is to get you guys to start using a business. You don't have to know what business you want to start. You just need to start using or getting into the idea of working for yourself, not working for somebody. And then essentially you can use the business to apply for business credit. The lines, whenever you apply for credit, the credit cards are the limits are a lot higher, and the interest rates are typically lower than they are if you apply for personal credit cards. What's going on, Shark? How do you hide utilization? You're not playing, huh? Who knows me? So to hide utilization, you're basically going to divide. I'm gonna stop saving these lives. You know what? I was going through my IG. Was it yesterday? And I was talking to Andy about it too. And I think we're gonna start transferring the lives over to our YouTube channels, just to clear up, like declutter our profiles here. But to hide utilization, you're basically going to divide. So you're going to divide all your cards into 2 groups. And when you divide the cards into 2 groups, you're going to, let's say that this is group A and this is group B. You're going to change the payment due dates to the 10th and the 24th. And now you're going to try to divide them by the limits. So try to divide them as equal as you can to by the limits on the cards. And when you do that, you're going to use the cards from group A to pay for the cards on group B. And then when the cards from group B are due, you're going to use the cards from group A to pay the cards from group B. Does that make sense? I forget who asked that question. How long do you have to have the LLC before? Sir, you do not, sell to City Light. You can have, there's lenders that will lend you money just specifically to new LLCs. There's lenders that want you to be in business for 2 years before they lend you money. So there's really no excuses. You can have a new LLC and they'll lend you money, but you do have to have good credit, especially right now with the recession. They want you to at least have a 720. If you have bankruptcies, we need to get those removed. No late, no collections, no charge-offs. So you just need to clean your credit report up first, and then you can start using your business. And I say this over and over again. And this is why, like, I do what I do. One of the benefits of having building the business credit is that you're able to transfer the business and the business credit to your kids or to whoever the beneficiaries are. So if you put the LLCs under a trust, you fill out forms. Basically, you tell the attorney or whoever's handling your trust what you want to happen to anything that's under that trust. So you would obviously put the LLC under that trust, and when you pass, you would just pass that down to your kids. Now, the benefit of that is that they won't have to start all over again. So hopefully you're doing the legwork right now and building the business credit, and then you transfer that to your kids. So all they got to do is just take over the business, and then any of the credit associated with the business. A couple years ago, for one of my LLCs, I got $100,000 in funding, and the interest rate was 2.5. You guys can't get that anywhere on the personal side. And I do have an 800 credit score, so that matters. What other questions do you have? So don't let the age of the LLC stop you guys. On Vivi, the link to the LLC challenge is on my profile, or you can text the word elevate to 404-458-0893. You guys don't have any other questions? Nobody has charge-offs on here? Collections? So let's say that, I know I'm working on some of your guys' credit reports on here. Let's say that your score is A1 on one of your credit reports, on one of the bureaus, and then the other two bureaus is sucky. So what you guys can do is freeze the two bureaus that have like negative accounts on there, and then apply for any lenders that pull from that credit report that has at least a 720 and no negative marks on there. Does that make sense? That way you guys are able to get money, not be waiting for all the credit reports to all the bureaus to basically update to a 720. So you guys can get into some type of funding and not wait for the other two. Like right now, Experian is a little slow. So I'm able to get the majority of my clients to at least a 720 on TransUnion and Equifax within like a month or so. Do you guys have any other questions? Maiza, you're like a princess, the most beautiful flower. Thank you. Let's get back to credit. So I started posting on TikTok, and I made it. I told Andy today that I'm going to try to get more followers than him on TikTok. It's not going good. I think my TikTok's broken. You guys have any other questions about credit, any collections, how to get your scores up, how to remove accounts? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give you guys, because I haven't hopped on. I'm gonna give you a couple lenders that pull from Equifax. This is usually the easiest to get into, or to get the to get the credit report cleaned. So one of the lenders is PenFed. PenFed has, I believe they have business too. So you guys are able to hop into PenFed and apply for their credit cards. And typically they give high limits too. DEMA is 4404. How many LLCs should I open? You should open as many as you can. The way that my LLCs are formed, the way that I have my setup is I have the trust, and then I have like an umbrella LLC. So I have an umbrella, like the main LLC, and then under that LLC I have different LLCs. What do you have on your credit report? 6 Astro Chick name. Can y'all share this live with somebody that you guys know that is still awake? Thinking about their finances, credit report, going to work tomorrow. So can we get the house on a trust even if it's not fully paid? You can get all that stuff. So I update my trust. Actually, I'm still going through the process right now of updating it. You can put anything and everything on the trust. You can put, like, you can even ask them to do whatever you want with animals, like as far as it goes as deep as what you want them to do with the animals that you have, how you want the people, what you want the people to do with your body after you pass, where you want to get married or buried. Everything. You can put everything on the trust, and that alleviates so much like going back and forth between the family members. At the end of the day, you don't want your people to be going to court or just fighting over, bickering over like stupid stuff. So for me, like I don't want to get I don't want to stay on life support, so I'm taking that burden away from my kids, and I put it on the trust to where I don't want to. It's called a living will. So I think that's what it is. But I don't want them to carry that burden that they unplugged me from the machine. So I'm doing it for them. A few late payments from the end of last year. 6 Astro Chick. Do you want to come on live real quick? So we can talk about it. See, I'm gonna request you, okay? And it's actually good that you brought that up, because when it comes to like late payments, depending on the account, and I wish that one of my clients was online right now, but you declined, ma'am. Okay, so if the late payments are associated, I get it. We're trying to help you fire your boss. So start a business and start working for yourself. I'm pretty sure that you're good at something other than working for somebody else. Like, stop letting people put a value on your time. But getting back to the late payments, if the account is let's say that it's it's a low limit account, right? And it's I'm just gonna say, like, I remove any accounts that are under $2,000 for my people, and if they have late payments. So if it's under $2,000 and you have late payments on there, I would say don't even try to go back and forth with the lender trying to update the late payments. Just get that account removed. Essentially what you're doing with having a low limit account is, like, let's say that you end up removing that account and actually you end up updating that account to current, right? So you remove all the late payments, but the limit is still at $2,000, and then you get your credit score up to the minimal funding score, which is a 720 or even higher. So now lenders are looking at your profile and they're saying, okay, she has a really good score. So you're applying to high limit credit cards, right? So they say she has a really good score, but she has low limit cards. So they're thinking, well, I don't know what the other lender saw. So instead of giving you a high limit, they're going to cut that in half and they're going to give you a lower limit. So that's why I don't even bother with lower limit cards. If you have store cards, actually don't apply for store cards. I don't recommend that you guys get any store cards because you really don't get any benefit. You don't get any perks, but when you first sign up. Where if you have a regular credit card, you're able to get rewards points from any purchases. And with the store cards, you're stuck using them at that specific store or that chain. That makes sense. Does that help you, Miss Astro Chick? Any other questions? Let's see. Shark World. I have a Victoria's Secret card, but I already paid that one off. Like I said, I don't. You're welcome. I don't have any store cards. I don't recommend that you have any store cards. Like, if you get, let's say you get the business Chase card or just a Chase card that has some type of flight benefits, some type of flight perks. You go to Victoria's Secret and, I don't know, you buy $200 worth of whatever. You'll get rewards points. You'll get miles, or you'll get something in return for using that credit card. Where if you go to Victoria's Secret, I don't even know what type of perks they have if you use a credit card. So just get credit cards with perks, and that way you're double dipping. You're working towards getting free flights, free hotels, cash back. Like, I have one of my cards that pays me at least $800 on rewards points, and I've gotten it up to $1,500, and this is per month. So essentially that's I don't know, a car note and a half, like 2 car notes. I need help erasing late payments. Try requesting it and was unsuccessful. So how? Vivi, do you want to come online? No, ma'am. It is not a good idea to have open credit cards and not use them. So if you think about it, the bureaus are in the business of grading you based on your financial life, right? So if you're not using that card, there's nothing that they can grade. So if you have cards that are open, try to at least have like a 1 to 2% balance on there, and then just put them on auto pay and forget about them. And that way you just show like positive history on a monthly basis. BB, I think I requested you. BB 2537. Or did I not? You guys are out of control.
All right, what was your question? Let me see. I need help erasing late payments. Try requesting it and was unsuccessful. So how? Um, what's the limit on the cards? What's that limit on the card that you're talking about, Vivi? Because I just went over, I just went over the cards that I delete. Like I don't waste my time on anything that's under $2,000. Um, I had one of my clients. I wonder if she's on 5K. Okay, I would try to go back and forth with them. For the late, I have, there's a law that I use for that. I would even try, I don't have my notebook here, but I would even try to go as far as just completely removing that account. Sometimes it's easier to remove the account, and then if they add it back on, they typically add that account back on, and they add it back on to as a current account, and there's no late payments on there. You said it's a credit card or a loan? Oh, you didn't say what it was. Is it a credit card or a loan, or what is it? You guys are able to okay, it's a credit card. If you DM me, just DM me after DM me, and then I'll give you the law that you can use, or I'll post it on my IG. I'm trying to get better at posting on this thing. And then just use that law and send it to the bureaus, and you have to send it a couple times. Eventually they'll update the account to current. And you guys are able to, a lot of my people are coming to me, and the last time that they requested, the nada, baby. The last time that they requested a credit limit increase was like years ago. You guys are able to request a CLI, a credit limit increase, every 3 months. So starting tomorrow, if you guys have been using the card and basically using it and then paying it down, using it and paying it down, then you guys are able to request a credit limit increase. There's some lenders that won't put a hard inquiry on your report, and then there's some that will. Like Navy Federal, you just jump on the app and then request the credit limit increase on the app. And then others, you're gonna have to call them. But do it every 3 months. So after the first time, because hopefully you guys do it tomorrow. So as of tomorrow's date, then just put jump on your little calendar, and then 3 months from tomorrow, just put the name of the card that you are going to call and request another credit limit increase. So it's basically how you go from like a $5,000 card to eventually like a $10,000, $15,000 card. They will give you a credit limit increase if you use it. You have to use a card, so you have to have the foundation to request the credit limit increase. And for those that just jumped in, I have the LLC challenge, excuse me, coming on it's on the 15th and the 16th of August. So you can text Elevate to 404-458-0893, or just jump on my IG profile. It's the pink link on there. There's another benefit of building the business credit is, let's just say that the business goes belly up, and you didn't PG for the debt that the business applied for. Once you dissolve the business, all the debt goes along with that business, so you won't be financially responsible. There's some of my clients that I'm getting with bankruptcies, when they were forced to step in for the debt that the business applied for, they weren't able to pay the loans, so they ended up having to go bankrupt. So I can't, encourage it more than I'm always talking about it. Just start. You don't have to know what type of business you jump into. Just do a consulting business, and then start. Let the age start simmering. Let it start getting age, and then you can even apply for credit before you even know what type of business you want to jump into. But then you're able to use that money to, I don't know, get into real estate. Like Andy teaches you guys how to build from the ground up, so you guys can get a house, start Airbnb-ing it, or just rent it out. You can even get car notes, like get a car and then put the car on Turo. Get a truck, the semis, and start like a trucking business. There's just so many things you can do and not have to use your own money. You guys have any other questions? So I recommend that you guys have build a business or start a business and then build business credit on it. I do it. So I have people that are I build the business credit for you guys, 'cause I know that some of you are super busy and you just don't want to deal with it. So I can do that for you guys, but I'd rather educate you guys and teach you guys how to do it, but I get it if you don't have time. That's why I do it too. You guys don't have any other questions? I know you guys are up for a reason. You guys got money on your mind. All right. Let's see. Who has cars on here? Just drop a money bag. Who has cars on here and is not using them to their advantage? Like cards. Okay. I know. I can't wait for you to start either. With my cards, I buy houses. I buy houses with my credit cards, and if I'm using my personal cards, I'll hide the utilization from the bureau so the actual balance doesn't reflect on my credit report. That's if I'm using my personal. With the business credit, with the ma'am, you were supposed to call me, I think. With the business credit, the majority, depending on the bank's policy, they shouldn't report to the personal credit cards. I mean, to your personal credit report. So you can essentially max out the business cards and not have that reflect on your personal credit. When you max out, like you when if you max out the cards on your personal side, your score can tank anywhere from like 40 points to like 100 and something crazy points, depending on what you have on your credit report. But if you do the same thing on the business side, nothing happens to the personal side because everything's reflected on the business. So that's another benefit of having business credit. Gerald, you did. Do you want to come online, Gerald? I have Gerald, I have his dad, I have Gerald Jr., Gerald Sr., I have his sister that I'm talking to for the credit. Let me see. Oh God, I gotta bring you on. I forgot you was in the army. Oh no, man. You talking about that?
That's that army life. I'm just getting to work right now. We're about to do some PT here in probably like 20 minutes.
What time is it? Like 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock
No,
in the morning?
6 a.m. 6 a.m. Yeah,
I'm just playing with you, man.
6 a.m. And I saw my sister. That's my sister right there, Cola. I saw her. I was like, okay, everybody's tapped in. I got two more siblings that's gonna get tapped in with you.
Are they?
Yep,
That's
yep. Got two more siblings. So hey, whoever's watching, Gigi knows what she's talking about. She's basically living everything she's saying. She's easy to talk to. She's giving you everything you need to know, everything you need to do. Get your consultation, sign up for her services, get right. Easy. Yep.
awesome.
Oh, and go Army. I'll hop
No.
on longer next time. I'll hop on longer next time, but I gotta go and change.
All right, Gerald. He's in the Army. I was a Marine. We got like this little like battle going back and forth.
Yeah. I'll see y'all soon.
Bye, Gerald. You have a good day.
You too. I don't know how to get off. You gotta take me off. I don't know how to take it off.
Now you got to stay
my-
on.
Oh, okay. No, this is my first time.
Oh no. So he's in the Army. He's in the Army. And I'm a Marine. So, as we all know, the Marines are better than the Army, and he and I keep going back and forth on it. Vivi, I need a credit class first. So when you go through the challenge, I talk about the program that I have. So I go in the program that I have, I go over how to hide the utilization. I give you guys a lender's list, basically where you're able to apply to get the high limit cards. I help you guys, I show you guys how to apply for, or how to fill the application out, the credit application, so you guys are able to get the high limits. And then in that lender's list, you can get at the very minimum, I want to say like, and I'm just being discreet, like $100,000. One of my clients, I think he got like $80,000 or $90,000, and this was on the business side. So there's just so much money out there, guys. Like there's no reason why you guys should be using your own money, why you should be living like paycheck to paycheck. Like I did that mistake when I was younger, when I got divorced. I didn't know any better. I had a lot of debt, and within 6 months, I went from like the mid fives to an 800 credit score. But I also learned how to leverage my credit card. So I hopped into real estate, and I'm still using my credit cards to buy houses. So essentially, I'm making money buying houses and selling them. I'm making a profit without using my own money, which is the whole concept of that's how you get rich. I'm not rich though. You're welcome, Bibi. Gerald. Thank you, Miss Jera. My goal is to get my hair salon. I think I talked to you about that. You can get, so like just thinking about it right now, and I don't know if I about it or not, but like let's say you guys go through Andy's boot camp, right? You guys learn how to build a house. You don't have to get stuck and just do residential homes. Like you can buy a lot. And this is for Cola 837, okay? So you can buy a lot, a commercial lot, and then start building on that lot and make it like a commercial property. So on there, I mean, depending on the restrictions, you're able to put whatever type of business you want to put on there. And now what happens is you own the lot, you own the property, and you decide if you want to stay there or not. And if you don't, then you just rent it out as a commercial building. So right there, you just started a business. You don't have to pay somebody else's mortgage. You said now you feel lost. Why, Miss Cola? That line, fire your boss, is the best slogan. I say it every yes, I was a Marine, and then once I got out of the military, I jumped into the federal government, and I started working for the government, and I worked for the government for a very long time. To the point to one day I walked into my office, and it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I packed all my shit up in grocery bags and boxes, and I waited for my supervisor to get there. And I basically told him I didn't feel well, and I didn't feel well for 3 months. I didn't go back. I knew that was going to be my last day, and I had 3 months to figure it out. I started wholesaling. That's how I got into real estate. I started wholesaling, and with my first property, I made 5 digits from it, and then it was just downhill after that. Wholesaling, I didn't really like it. I still do it sometimes, but instead of just finding a buyer within the due diligence period, I take ownership of the property and I sell it. But that's how I started my real estate journey. And then from the real estate journey, I joined a mentorship. And then from there, because of the people that was in the group, in the mentorship group, I decided to start a credit repair business. And through that credit repair business is how I met Andy. So with Andy, I decided to start, between him and I started the business side of the house. So now I do the business setup, the business funding, and being in that group, not only did it help me grow as a person, but also as an entrepreneur. So these groups it's just very important to be in these rooms. What do you do right now, Shark? I can't remember. Shark World 392. What do you do for a living? Melted Caramel, hola, ¿cómo está? Yeah, so it's to me it's so crazy because a lot of you will have no problem spending money on stuff that doesn't help you grow. Like, you guys have no problem go buy a Rolex, or I don't know, a car, or some Jordan. I don't even know what. So you guys have no problem buying that, but when it comes to investing in yourself, like buying courses, buying products that or like books that help you out and grow as an individual, like, you guys think about it 2, 3, 4 times, and you find every excuse possible on the book to not do it. Yet you look at something shiny and it's so easy to just buy it. I'm an HVAC installer, commercial and residential. You know what? I'm in the process of getting an air conditioning unit for my house. Where are you located? Do you guys have any other questions? So when you guys are applying for credit cards, you don't have to apply to one card at a time. I posted something earlier. Oh, you're in Texas. I posted something earlier where you sit down, just take like 4 to 5 hours out of your day, and then get a list of credit cards or lenders, and then apply to all those lenders at one time. And that way you're not like hitting 2 banks today and then 2 banks tomorrow and then 5 banks later. And then now you have inquiries from, excuse me, like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. And when you do that, when you scatter the inquiries, you have a higher chance of getting denied, because there's some lenders that don't want to have more than 2 inquiries per report. So if they see more than 2 inquiries, they'll automatically deny you. And that's another thing, that you guys should not have more than 2 inquiries. If you do, you need credit repair. Get those inquiries removed. You can remove inquiries that are not attached to an open credit card. So they can be for, like, on your personal side, right? You can remove them if they have, like, if you have an open mortgage, a car note, a line of credit, a personal loan, anything that's not attached to an open credit card. Because if you dispute an open credit card, an inquiry to an open credit card, you run the risk of the lender shutting down the card. So just don't dispute it. Do you guys have any other questions? All right, don't be texting me or DMing me with questions. That's why I'm jumping on the lives. I'm gonna start doing them again. That way you can answer your questions publicly, and then other people might have it, or they don't know that they have the same question. And that way I'm not using my time. You guys aren't taking time away from my family DMing me. You do it right now on the lives. But if you guys don't have any questions, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I'll jump back on. Don't forget to jump on my profile and jump on the LLC challenge. I cannot encourage you guys more to just start a business. You don't have to know what type of business you want to start. You just start it, incorporate the business, and you can figure out what you guys want to do later. Other than that, you guys have a good night.